All right, the United States has won gold in men's basketball at the Tokyo Games. Team USA fending off France, if you will, 87-82, led by Kevin Durant, who had 29 points, while Jason Tatum added 19, 11 apiece for Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday. It got dicey in this one late. On several occasions, France got within 3, making it a one-possession game, including with 10 seconds to go, but a pair of Durant free throws late would seal the deal, and the Americans get gold, which, oh, by the way, is their 100th total medal at the Tokyo Games. This gold, it's red, white, and gold for the United States, as in a 4th straight gold medal in men's basketball. That's 7 of the last 8 golds in basketball. 16-1 all-time in gold medal games, including 3-0 against the country they just beat in France. And, of course, for Durant, he becomes the 2nd player to win 3 gold medals in men's Olympic basketball history, joining Carmelo Anthony. Let's get some perspective. Bring in CBS HQ basketball analyst Avery Johnson. And Avery, you know, his teammates talk so much about how his leadership meant so much to this team, but it was about production when it was all said and done for Kevin Durant. Characterize what you saw from him throughout these Olympic Games.
Well, it wasn't just about production. It was about commitment, because Kevin Durant didn't really have anything to prove by playing in the Olympics this year. He's arguably one of the top 2 players in the world, he and LeBron James, but he made a commitment outside of injuries, disappointment in the Eastern Conference Finals when his foot was on the line by a fraction. But he decided he wanted to play in the Olympics, help lead this team. People were always talking about, you know, he had Steph Curry, you know, to win the championships in Golden State, and now he's been on top of his game with guys like James Harden and Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. But he wanted to show that he could lead a team, and he led our United States team to victory, to the gold medal. Obviously, he's got a tremendous amount of help from different teammates at different times. Devin Booker against Spain, you know, Drew Holiday early on, his defense was phenomenal, but also Jason Tatum. But at the end of the day, this was really all about Kevin Durant. Yeah,
let's touch on that again. If Durant was the Batman for this game, Jason Tatum was certainly the Robin. 8 of 14 from the floor, 3 threes. They needed offense from some other player on this team, and he provided it. What did you see from him in this gold medal win?
Yeah, just being able to create your shot off the dribble. And, you know, when things break down, team scout, whether it's in the NBA or in the Olympics, they know your strengths and weaknesses. But you being able to problem solve and create your own shot, and that's what Tatum is phenomenal at. And that's why, you know, his new coach with the Boston Celtics, they're having an opportunity to go to the Eastern Conference Finals next year. They get Jaylen Brown back healthy. But again, Tatum being able to create his own shot and separation. When you create that separation, that's what he did for the Olympic team.
Yeah, he hit a huge 3 late to put them up 10 to give them some cushion late in this game. And this is a subject that's probably near and dear to you with regards to defense. He did it against Patty Mills in Australia, and on this night it was against Evan Fournier. You touched on it earlier, Drew Holiday and his defensive effort to kind of keep Fournier in check, a player that had scored 28 points against the Americans in their first Olympic matchup against France, which resulted in a loss. What did you see on that defensive end with regards to Holiday digging in?
Yeah, pressure. He just didn't have any space to operate. And most of the shots that he made were all contested shots. They weren't going to give him space. They were going to pick him up full court, 3/4 court, half court, get in his space, get in his face, make it tough on him. He was not nearly as effective as he was. And that's what I said all along. And that's why I picked us to win the gold medal. We had a body of work. We had video evidence to go back and look at, tweak it. We had 3 guys that had just completed playing in the NBA Finals. They weren't their normal selves. You know, one of the reasons why we really won this gold medal is because of Devin Booker's exploit in the semifinals.
Yep.
Jrue Holiday, Middleton had his moments, but at the end of the day, we had a chance to go back, look at our first game against France, make our adjustments, be able to, defend, Fournier especially, because if we could cut Fournier and limit his success offensively, we weren't going to be successful. Gobert can't beat us by himself. So hats off to our USA national team. Phenomenal effort. Love the guys. Bring back the goal. We're going to be so excited to see them when they land back here in the States.
Hey, Avery, how about this one? Because he's a coach that's near and dear to you. The Americans had lost a pair of prelim exhibition games. They lost to France in their Olympic opener, but Gregg Popovich kind of steadied this ship, and he kept the team's mindset in the right place. They reel off 5 straight wins after that loss to France to get a gold medal. What did you see from what he did on the sidelines and helping to lead this team to gold?
Well, number one, they didn't panic.
Yep.
They didn't panic, especially after losing, a couple of exhibition games, France early on in the Olympics. They made adjustments. They inserted Devin Booker into the lineup and Jrue Holiday, which was smart. That was huge for us to give us some momentum. Those guys ended up playing out of their minds. And then players make plays. Coach Popovich has had a legendary career, but David Robinson, Tim Duncan, a lot of our veteran players that played for the Spurs, Mario Elie, Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson. We were able to, keep the ship going, veteran players. And now with the Olympic team, he had 100% buy-in, and he had the best player in the world standing. That's Kevin Durant. He played out of his mind. He had the best defensive player on the perimeter. Jrue Holiday coming off an NBA Finals championship with the Milwaukee Bucks. Depth, versatility. It just makes your plays work better, and it really makes you defensively look like you're a genius. And I'm so happy for all the players, coaches, families that are involved with our USA national team.
Yeah, this is a complete voluntary effort, I want to mention, for all these coaches, by the way. Since NBA players got involved in the Olympics for the Americans, they've won 30 of the last 31 Olympic Games. Now, we remember it all getting started with the Dream Team, of course, and how they blew teams off the court. Whether you win by 5 like they did on this night or 50 like they might have won in Olympics gone past, a gold medal is still a gold medal. It feels just as good, doesn't it, Avery?
Yeah, bring home the gold, whether it's by a point, 5 points, it really doesn't matter. This was a team that was thrown together basically at the last minute. Okay, we haven't been playing together like for 4 years, like Slovenia, France, Spain, Argentina, Australia. So give our guys a lot of credit. They came together. It's kind of like a track relay team where they have some, track athletes that they thinking about running in the relay, but then they have 2 or 3 folk, guys that they add or women that they add at the last minute. This was a team that was thrown together. They had a chance to basically get in the oven, go through their ups and downs. They did it. They had some setbacks, but they came back in a strong way and won the gold, and we're all so proud of it.
No doubt about it. They figured it out in short order with 5 straight wins, including the gold medal victory over France. The CBS HQ basketball analyst Avery Johnson. Avery, we appreciate the insight.
Thanks.
All right, for 2 of these players on the American team, well, it's been quite a recent run. Talking about Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks. They have won an NBA title, and right after that, Olympic gold here in 2021, following the likes of Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, Scottie Pippen twice over, and of course, MJ. So they are in some rarefied company, that Milwaukee Bucks duo, as title holders in the NBA and gold medal winners from the Olympics.